What we want to do is we're going to have a self-deportation program, which we haven't even announced yet. I guess I'm announcing it to you. We're going to give them a stipend. We're going to give them some money and a plane ticket. And then we're going to work with them. If they're good, if we want them back in, we're going to work with them to get them back in as quickly as we can.
In a new interview aired Tuesday, April 15th, U.S. President Donald Trump announced plans for a controversial self-deportation program aimed at immigrants living in the country illegally. Trump told Fox Noticias that under the proposed plan, individuals would be offered financial assistance and a plane ticket to voluntarily leave the United States, with the possibility of legally returning later. "We're going to give them a stipend," Trump said, "and if they're good and we want them back in, we'll work with them to get them back as quickly as we can." The idea marks a shift from Trump's earlier hardline rhetoric, suggesting a mix of incentives and cooperation, though critics are expected to challenge the proposal's practicality and legal framework. President Trump, who has pledged to deport record numbers of undocumented migrants, continues to push aggressive immigration policies as part of his 2025 campaign agenda. In the same Fox Noticias interview, Trump also touched on jailing U.S. citizens in El Salvador and raised concerns over China's growing influence over the Panama Canal, signaling a broader focus on international security and migration issues.
Violent criminals, our own violent criminals?
I call them homegrown criminals.
Yes.
I mean, the
homegrowns.
The ones that grew up and something went wrong and they hit people over the head with a baseball bat. We have, and push people into subways just before the train gets there, like you see happening sometimes. We are looking into it and we want to do it. I would love to do that.
Okay.
What we want to do is we're going to have a self-deportation program, which we haven't even announced yet. I guess I'm announcing it to you. Why not, Rachel? Here it is. The only thing I haven't determined is what are we going to do? We're going to give them a stipend. We're going to give them some money and a plane ticket. And then we're going to work with them. If they're good, if we want them back in, we're going to work with them to get them back in as quickly as we can. So we're working with Mexico. Mexico is, I think, very, very afraid of the cartels, actually. I think the cartels run large sections of Mexico, and I don't want to say that because I'm getting along very well with the president.
40% of the landmass in Mexico is controlled by the cartels.
Maybe at least.
At least.
Okay, at least. It's hard to believe. I'm dealing very nicely with your new president, with the new president, who's a very fine woman, I have to say. The relationship is very good. And we want to help her, and we want to help Mexico, because you can't run a country like that. You just can't. Almost every single flag and every single statement was written in Chinese, okay? I said, we didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama. We shouldn't have given it to Panama. And we're working with Panama right now. We're going to make a determination as to what to do about it.
Okay. ¿Deben los países de Latinoamérica tener que elegir entre los Estados Unidos o China?
Well, maybe in a certain way. I saw what Panama did, what others are doing, and maybe thinking about doing. Maybe. They should do that, yeah.